Good?
We're live.
Excellent. Good evening. Welcome to the March 10th, 2020 meeting of Pequannock Town Council. Ms. Marsh?
In accordance with the requirements of New Jersey's Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this meeting was included in the annual meeting notice, which was filed in the office of the Township Clerk, posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building, published as a legal notice in the Suburban Trends newspaper, and distributed to all persons requesting notice in accordance with Township policy.
Thank you. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a prayer and a moment of silence. Thanks for individuals serving our nation. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Most gracious Providence, we ask that you bless this governing body with an abundance of wisdom and understanding, so that every deliberation will result in actions which will promote the common good and the general welfare for all the people of Pequannock Township. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. The clerk will please call the roll.
Mrs. Florence Lynch?
Here.
Mr. Cole?
Here.
Mr. Phelan?
Here.
Mrs. Russell? Here. Mayor Hurd?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Excellent. We had presentations for the Girl Scouts. Unfortunately, they are not here, so we will move ahead. At this time, there are reports or comments from any volunteers serving our community. Okay. Seeing one. Name and address for the record, please.
Elaine Stapp, 749 North Pompton Turnpike, Pompton Plains, otherwise known as Elizabeth Berry, from the Berry Estate, over yonder highway, cut through my corn patch.
Excellent. How are you doing?
It is my pleasure to be here this evening in multiple roles, both as Elaine and also as Elizabeth Berry, to invite the Town Council to the Pequannock Township Historical Society's 300th wedding anniversary celebration of the wedding of Martin Berry and Maria Rome. We, as far as we know of, the date was April 17, 1720, and we are having a wedding ceremony reenactment right across the street at the chapel. Very gracious that they were offering the hall for us. And we are also going to have an English country dance as part of the reception. And I'm very delighted to be here to invite each and every one of you to our wedding ceremony reenactment and reception.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Great.
And because this was your idea, you get to come.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So who's going to be standing next to you that day?
I am actually not going to be in the wedding ceremony. The wedding ceremony itself is being organized by Martin Berry Williams, none other than the Martin Berry, descendant of the furniture maker whose brother built the Martin Berry house.
Very interesting.
So he and his team,
Thank you.
you are very welcome. He and his team are putting together a lovely reenactment ceremony, and we are very fortunate to have as our musicians two very well-known in the area. The Enslows perform traditional colonial music. He and she both sing, and they play a hammered dulcimer and a period violin. Their performance is absolutely enchanting, and we also have Sue Dupre, who is coming in. She is a professional caller, and she will teach us how to do the English country dances. Think Jane Austen, maybe a little bit late. You know, we're a little bit early for Jane Austen, but think the original line dancing. That's exactly what this is going to be. Everything that you've seen and everything you've heard is going to be great fun. We're also going to have, as close as we can get, period refreshments. Not going to be easy, but we'll do it with cookies and different finger foods and things like that. We're really excited about this event. It's an opportunity for us to just get together and celebrate something that's really special, which is the original section of the Martin Berry house. If you've been downstairs and seen the Dutch colonial fireplace, that original corner of the house is actually the original section dating back to 1720. And now that it's all cleared out, you can see very clearly where the original door was and the window that would lead outside into the yard. So we're very excited about the entire event, the entire day, and we really hope that all all of you can be there to join us.
Excellent. And
Thank
just to
you.
restate, that is
April
Saturday, April
25.
25th.
From 1 to 4 p.m., right
1 to
across the
4.
street at the Reformed Church
I
Chapel.
think it's over here.
Over there. Sorry. I turned around backwards. Hi.
No problem.
Paul Haveman is the official recording secretary of the Historical Society. He made it here to support our efforts this evening.
I did.
You did.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you
I
very
appreciate
much. You
that,
did a
Paul.
great job presenting.
The ladies and gentlemen have all been issued their invitations and their tickets.
Quite right.
Thank you so much.
No,
Thank
you.
you.
We're excited.
Thank you.
All right. Next item on the agenda is public comments. Public comment period will be limited to a total of 30 minutes. An additional period of public comment is reserved later in the meeting. Individuals are requested to limit their questions and comments to 3 minutes. If anyone wishes to address the council, please wait to be recognized to come to the microphone and provide your name and address for the record.
Nothing.
Shout, might have a run on the microphone tonight, huh? All right, there being no additional public comments, we will continue on the agenda. All right, Mr. Manager.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Here's our report.
Sure. Within my memo, 4 subjects are covered. 2 are the ordinances on for public hearing and potential adoption. In addition, I call to the council's attention the resolution authorizing the contract for the Greenview Avenue Pipe Replacement Project. This is a drainage replacement project that's been talked about for some time in the vicinity of Greenview Avenue. Also, PV Park, as directed, the process to solicit and select a concessionaire for the PV Park concession stand was undertaken, and a recommendation of award has been made with a resolution corresponding with that recommendation. Unless there's any questions, that is my report.
Excellent, thank you very much. Okay, resolutions. We're varying the usual order of the agenda to consider Resolution R 2020-85 prior to the adoption of ordinance. Ms. Marsh.
This is Resolution R 2020-85, accepting the Township of Pequannock Sewer Master Plan update as prepared by Crew Engineers Incorporated, dated November 1st, 2019.
Okay, so do we vote on this?
Sure sounds like it.
Yep.
You need to ask for a motion. I forgot to put that in the script.
There you go. All right, that's what I'm looking at, a white page. Excellent. If it wasn't for Ms. Marsh, I would totally be lost.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Can I get a motion for adopting this Resolution R 2020-85?
I'll make the motion.
Can I get a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
No.
Roll call.
Roll call. Mrs. Florence Lynch?
Yes.
Mr. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Phelan?
Yes.
Mrs. Russell?
Yes.
Mayor Hurd?
Yes. All righty. Back on track. Next on the agenda, public hearing on ordinance number 2020-03. Ms. Marsh.
This is ordinance number 2020-03, an ordinance amending chapters 152 and 163 of the revised general ordinances of the Township of Pequannock. This is the sewer ordinance.
All righty. Are there any comments from council?
No.
Seeing none? Nope. Is there a motion to open to public hearing?
I'll make that motion.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Excellent. Me too. If anyone in the audience has questions or comments on this ordinance, please come to the microphone and identify yourself for the record. Seeing none? Is there a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
Can I get a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there a motion to adopt this ordinance?
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance 2020-03.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Florence Lynch?
Yes.
Mr. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Phelan?
Yes.
Mrs. Russell?
Yes.
Mayor Hurd?
Yes. Next on the agenda is public hearing on ordinance number 2020-04. Ms. Marsh.
Ordinance 2020-04 is an ordinance to establish and preserve a cap bank in accordance with NJSA Title 40A, Chapter 4-4514.
Are there any comments from council? Nope. Seeing none, is there a motion to open the public hearing?
I'll make that. Go ahead, Kyle.
I'll make that motion.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
If anyone in the audience has questions or comments on the ordinance, please come to the microphone and identify yourself for the record. Seeing none, is there a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there a motion to adopt this ordinance?
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance 2020-04.
I'll second. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Florence Lynch?
Yes.
Mr. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Phelan?
Yes.
Mrs. Russell?
Yes.
Mayor Hurd.
Yes. Next on the agenda, all right, there's no ordinance scheduled for introduction at this time, so next on the agenda item is resolutions. Ms. Marsh.
Beginning with Resolution R 2020-86, awarding a contract for the Greenview Area Pipe Replacement Project to D&L Paving Contractor Incorporated for the total contract amount of $59,658 in accordance with the bid specifications. R 2020-87, awarding a contract for the concession operator for the Pequannock Valley Park Lake Concession Stand to George Leonidi and Anthony Panier, I don't know how to say that, for Goffle Grill for the total contribution amount of $1,500 in accordance with the request for quotation. R 2020-88, authorizing the settlement of a sanitary sewer assessment appeal and the execution of a consent order for final judgment for 363 Route 23. R 2020-89, authorizing the settlement of a sanitary sewer assessment appeal and the execution of a consent order for final judgment. That's for 512 Turnpike Associates, LLC. R 2020-90, reducing the sewer assessment balances for Evangelical Lutheran Church of Our Savior. 2020-91, reducing sewer assessment balances for the First Reformed Dutch Church of Pompton Plains. R 2020-92, confirming the designated memberships in the Pequannock Township Fire Department. And R 2020-93, approving payment of the itemized claims as set forth on the March 5th, 2020 bill list.
All right. Are there any comments on the resolutions from council? Hearing none, is there a motion to adopt these resolutions?
I think we have to pull some.
Yeah, I was going to say, do we have to pull it out separately, or
Yep.
can I just make a motion on the ones and abstain from one, or do we have to pull it out?
Personally, I would recommend somebody who does not need to abstain on any, make the motion in the second.
I'll make the motion to resolution 2020-86 through 2020-93.
And I'll second.
Excellent. Roll call.
Whoa.
Yeah, you can do roll.
You can do it all.
We're just going to abstain from the ones that we
Okay.
can.
Mrs. Florence Lynch?
Yes, except I'm abstaining from 2020-88.
Mr. Cole?
Yes, and I'll be abstaining from our 2020-91.
Mr. Phelan?
Yes.
Mrs. Russell?
Yes.
Mayor Hurd.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right. There are no items listed for discussion. There are no reports or notices. Next on our agenda is council reports and announcements. Councilwoman Florence Lynch.
Yes, just a couple of things. If you haven't heard already, our Morris County Clerk, Ann Grassi, will be here in town on March 31st. She's going to do a nice program at the senior house. It's from 1 o'clock until 3. And it's the topics, it's going to be held at the senior house, and the Senior Advisory Committee is kind of sponsoring it. The topics include senior ID cards, passports, veteran ID cards, property alert services, elections, and marriage ceremonies, and whatever else comes up. So space is limited, reservations are required. You can call the Parks and Rec Department to reserve your seat, and it's really for the seniors or people that are caring for seniors that want this information. If there's good response, she will come back and actually do the senior IDs and passports right here in town.
Really?
Yes.
That's excellent.
So that was that. That was a good program.
Get that on Facebook.
Yes, I know it's on Channel 77. I'm working with one of the girls to get everything out
Make a
there.
nice little flyer from Canada, pop it on.
Yeah. Trying to think what else. And what week are we in? I believe I have a flood meeting this week. I just have to confirm on my calendar.
There's a lot on that calendar.
I know, I do this all the time, and then I'm like, when's my flood? Do I have a flood advisory committee meeting this month? Yes, this Thursday is the Flood Advisory Committee. And that's it.
Excellent, thank you. Councilman Cole?
First Aid Squad met last night. They had a total of 28 calls for the month of February, and there is a number of activities they will be hosting. March 15th, they have the Girl Scouts at the First Aid Squad. March 22nd, Girl Scouts for CPR and AED class from 9 to noon. March 27th is the Boy Scouts visit to the squad. April 25th, there's a sew-a-thon at the squad building. June 2nd through the 6th is Holy Spirit Carnival. June 7th is the Pequannock Street Fair. And June 26th is the fireworks. And then they're still up in the air about the middle school and high school graduation, because this will be the first year that they will actually change the date of graduation if they do not use all of their snow days.
Are they going to change it forward?
Yes.
I guess.
So I think they only used one so far.
Yeah.
I think there's 3 built in, so
Yeah.
this is the first year they're ever going to move it forward. Yeah. Other than that, I'm sure Ryan will touch on Grains of Hope that was scheduled for March 22nd.
Yes.
That's all I
Thank
have.
you. Councilman Phelan?
The only thing I have is that the cost to repair the fire truck is $23,000. That's it.
All right, thank you, sir. Deputy Mayor Russell?
Mayor cleanup on April 4th, a rain barrel workshop on April 25th, and council attended the moving up ceremony for the Girl Scouts. Congrats to all of those bronze, silver, and gold award winners. And that's it.
Excellent, thank you. All right, the only thing I have a couple of quick things. I'm going to restate the Martinberry and Maria Rome. It's a country dance reception. It's April 25th, 2020, from 1 till 4. Tickets are $25 or $30 at the door, and it's right across the street at Grace Chapel. That sounds very interesting. Congratulations to another Eagle Scout that we have, Elijah Creefield. I believe he makes it number 68, and that was on Saturday. I do want to congratulate, as you were saying, Deputy Mayor, we had a ton of Girl Scouts go bronze, silver, and gold, but I do want to congratulate the 2 gold winners, which is Emma Tucker and Amanda Pressler. Congratulations to both of them. Yes, unfortunately, Grains of Hope is postponed. I do not know the new date yet, but it is postponed, so it will not be on March 20th. 22nd, Sunday. And let's see, we attended the Chilton Hospital ribbon cutting on February 27th, which was very interesting. It's beautiful over there.
We missed that.
And lastly, I got an email from Walmart about prescription drug disposal kiosks. They are going to have them. They're rolling out. It's a new effort to be rolling out in 2020. There's going to have over 1,000 Walmart and Sam's Clubs that you can bring your unused prescription drugs to. So that's always very good.
Nothing really close to us, though, I don't think.
Walmart, right?
Yeah,
No,
look,
not-
that wasn't on the list.
No.
Riverdale wasn't on the list. I love it.
No, Riverdale's not on the list.
No.
But with 1,000 Walmart and Sam's Clubs, hopefully they'll be getting closer.
You can get rid of them here, Ryan.
You can get rid of them right down here at Town Hall. That's awesome. Right in front of the police, correct?
Correct.
Even better. So there you go. Don't go to Walmart, go to Pequannock Township Town Hall. All right, next on the agenda is public comment. If anybody wishes to address the council, please wait to be recognized to come to the microphone and provide your name and address for the record. This is your last chance. Come on up. Nothing. Nobody has anything to say. All right, next on the agenda is minutes for approval, which is February 25th, 2020.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from February 25th, 2020.
I'll second.
Kyle got it.
Can I, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All righty. Next on the agenda is closed session. Is there a motion to approve Resolution R 2020-94, authorizing the Township Council to meet in executive session to discuss contract negotiations with the Pequannock Board of Education regarding the vehicle maintenance agreement?
I made that motion.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? At this time, the public portion of the meeting is recessed for closed session.